What is the deal today, everybody? What is the deal? Welcome to another splendiferous episode of Raider Nation Unlimited. I'm your man, Wasted Talent. We are here today. We got 33 in the room. Where the hell is the love at today? Where's the love? Shout out to everybody that's in here rocking with your man, Wasted Man. My homegirl, Erica Ramos. What is the deal, yo? Shout out to you. Shout out to everything you got going on. This is the meme queen of the world, yo. The meme queen of the world. Always first, never last, Gorell Webster. My dog, strike right through the counter, man. Talking that language I like to hear about, that fight language, man. All this football talk is getting me hyped. Raiders. My dog, AP209, what it is. Tomb Raider. 808 Raider. The Flying Wonderful. Frankie Skinner in the place. The Flying Wonderful Lisa Dell. Where you been, girl? What's going on? Paul Edgerton from across the pond. One Nation. Number 1, 2, 3. Fitzy. Oh, my God. Squad champ. Darnell Sanders. Not to get fused with Dion. Raider Reese. What it is, the dreaded one. Jerry Fuentes. Hot, high-stakes Beavers. Danny Malero. Herman Munster. You were damn right. The coffee is on deck. It's ready. I'm ready to roll, bro. I am ready to roll. And, yo, Jerry Fuentes. And last but not least, my dog, Van City Raider and Linnell Walker is in the place. John B is in the place. Dave Maxfield is in the place, man. The Gruden grinder himself. Listen, it is time to get wasted, everybody. Hey, if you guys are over on Twitter, come on over here. Come over to Wasted Talent Raiders, Raider Nation Unlimited. If you want to join in the Madcap Fund, you know how we always do. My brother Ridgeback is in the place. Rick Raider, Party Artie, Raider Nomad, Sean High Stakes Johnson is in the place. Joe L.I.E. Yes. We got almost 100 in the room. Get wasted with your brother Wasted. Now, guys, there's some things that have been going on. Some things that have been going on in camp. There's something that we've all been asking for. Nate Hobbs. They finally figured out that a guy who was playing at a Pro Bowl level should go back to the position he was playing at a Pro Bowl level. And they're putting Nate Hobbs in the slot. Now, a lot of people don't know the significance of that, but the significance of that is huge for this defense, man. Because it tells me one or two things, right? One, he played on the outside last year out of necessity. Two, with a player of that level of talent, you got to see what you can do to put him on the outside to see if it will work. But the fact that they're moving him back to the slot tells me a few things. One, Marcus Peters is the real deal. He's back. We got over 100 in the room. Get wasted with your brother Wasted. Right? So that's one. And two, it tells me that Jacorian Bennett is the real deal. That's what that tells me. Jacorian Bennett is the real deal. We're hearing he's the fastest guy on the team. He's learning so fast. I mean, it is a beautiful thing. Now, some people don't really understand what that means for us. That means that right now, we drafted a starter on this defense. A lot of times teams with draft classes pray that they can draft one starter. So it's looking like at the very minimum, at the end of the year, we've drafted at least 2 starters on this defensive side of the football. And that makes me super excited. 2 starters on a rookie deal. Now, let's see how they play. Now, you know the other starter, just by virtue of the fact of how high he was drafted, Tyree Wilson should be a starter right now. There have been some reports today. David Ziegler made some reports about his well-being. We're going to get into that. You guys know how I feel about Tyree Wilson. I support him. You know, he's the guy that we drafted. I got to accept it. But do I wish we have taken Jalen Carter? Yes. And I don't want to keep rehashing that because I can, you know, like my father used to say, you could take a wish in one hand and a crap in the other and see which one comes first, yo. But, man, so look, man, we got a lot going on today, man. We got a lot going on. My guy, Big Mo, is in a place, yo. Big Mo is in a place. Oh, my God, man. You know what? Let me ask you guys a question, man. Let me see if I can find this junk, man. Where the hell is this thing at, bro? Where's I'm sorry, man. Don't mind me. This ain't it either, man. What the hell is going on here? The hell is going on here, StreamYard? I brought something to put some smack up here for you guys, and it's missing. What the F is going on around here? You know what? You know your brother Wasted is an old man. I mess up from time to time. I can't find my little graphic that I had up here, man. But hold on, y'all. We gonna get into it, man. So look, let's explain something really quickly, man. Let's explain this slot. Now, I'm gonna have John Gruden do that for you guys, if you guys don't mind. You want Gruden to give you guys an explanation of what a slot corner does, man? Guys, give me a 1 in the chat if you want Gruden to give you an explanation. I don't give a damn. Hey guys, listen, man. Hey, I just want to tell you guys exactly what the responsibilities of a slot cornerback is, man. You know what? I drafted Nate Hobbs, man. I love the guy, man. It's gonna be honest with you, man. You know, with the popularity of spread offenses, man, right now, man, having a slot corners, man, premium, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be real honest with you, man. But what a slot corner does is, man, in different kind of defenses is they are, you know, in between the outside corner and underneath the safety, man. And what they're doing is they're playing kind of the role of a linebacker, man. Because when you're in a dime defense or a nickel defense, if you're in a nickel defense, you got 5 defensive backs, man. You got 5. If you're in a dime, you got 6 DBs, man. So pretty much you got 1 linebacker on the field and you got your slot corner who's in there kind of being a Sam or like a Will linebacker, man. I'm going to be honest with you, man. Nate Hobbs fits that bill so well, man, because he's so physical at the line of scrimmage and he has the ability in small spaces to get his hips around and cover everybody, man. So look, having Nate Hobbs closer to the line of scrimmage is a great thing, man, because he's the most physical corner we have on this roster, man. Let me tell you, man, I don't understand why they even moved him, man. I had him playing great, man, and they fucking come and ruin everything, man. Damn McDaniels. Oh, man. My guy, 808 Raider. All I want to know is who's covering Kelsey. Look, bro, everybody in the league want to know that 808. Everybody in the league. And I'm going to be real with you, man. I'm hoping that Chris Smith Jr. could be a guy who could kind of play. And he doesn't have the physical gifts of a Derwin James. You know, Derwin James is one of the only guys in the National Football League that I see that can match up with Kelsey physically. There's not a lot of guys because either they're too slow or they're too small to deal with him. That's why tight ends are so coveted in the National Football League. If you have a star tight end that can get open in space as a physical tight end, that's why these guys are going crazy. You know, the New England Patriots, and you know what? I'm not going to give that all to them. And I'm going to give that really to Tony Gonzalez, man. Tony Gonzalez kind of revolutionized the tight end position from a perspective of him being the number 1 option. You know, like the first I've ever really seen it at, you know, when Kellen Winslow was playing with, you know, Eric Coryell and all of that, I was a very, very little kid, you know, so I don't really remember that. But I remember before him, Shannon Sharp being, you know, Elway's go-to guy for the most part. And Tony Gonzalez took that to another level. Tony Gonzalez put up numbers, you know, at the tight end position like a wide receiver. You know, you can put Tony Gonzalez's numbers against some wide receivers who are currently in the National Football League Hall of Fame. So now Travis Kelce is rewriting the record book. Him and Gronk, you know, Gronk did, and Kelce seems to be doing the same. And the thing with Kelce is, man, he's so good in getting in that crease of the defense where there's nobody at. He's so good being in the zone. Danny Malero, you know, Casper wasn't the number 1 option at tight end. He was a great tight end, but, you know, we've always, with the Raiders, we've always had great wide receivers. So Danny Malero, no, I don't think Casper the Friendly Ghost was our number 1 option. He was a great option, but he wasn't the number 1 option. He played on the roster with Fred Biletnikoff, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? And Cliff Branch. He definitely wasn't the number 1 option. You know, Sean L says, I heard Bradbury can guard Kelce well. And a lot of people say that, bro. But I'm going to be real with you, man. eventually, I would say that, Bradbury being a corner eventually would get out muscled by Kelsey. You know what I mean? But Derwin James, man, last year, man, he picked up Kelsey and slammed him on his back like the jabroni he was. It's a jabroni. But look, man, guys, this whole who's going to guard Kelsey thing, the best we can hope for, and I don't mean to sound like a defeatist, is to slow him down. He is a Pro Bowl, damn near, Hall of Fame level player. You can see the trajectory his career is going. And I'm hoping Pal can be that guy. I'm praying he could be that guy because physically, Pal has the tools to be able to stay with him and be strong enough. He's fast enough to stay with him, and he seems to be strong enough. Him putting on new muscle, he's probably going to be that guy, right? But Nate Hobbs underneath, getting running backs out of the backfield, those little underneath routes, Nate Hobbs is going to be invaluable for us in the slot. And what that tells me is on the outside, we have two guys who can get it done. So now it's like, watch out. Because, look, Patrick Graham, people don't realize about Patrick Graham. Patrick Graham rarely plays his base defense. Patrick Graham is always in sub packages all the time. You know what I mean? The 4-2-5, the 3-3-5. I mean, he's always using extra defensive backs. He likes to use a 3 safety look a lot of the times. So we're going to see some interesting things, man. Some really interesting things. And I'm really happy that they've woken up and stopped with that experiment trying to put Nate Hobbs outside. His talents are being close to the line of scrimmage, man. My guy, Pride and Purpose, Palma might be able to hang with Kelsey. He might. We got to see. Bro, see, the thing is, I hear all these great things about Palma, and I'm very, very excited, and I'm optimistic. The thing about it is that I don't like putting that on a young player, man, that hasn't really done much in the National Football League. We're asking for a guy that is a young player that was an undrafted player who was heralded out of college, and for whatever reason, he didn't have a great season and he wasn't drafted. But that's a lot to put on a player of that ilk. You know what I mean? That's a lot. That's too much to put on him, man. I mean, Travis Kelce's one of the very best at his position, man. My guy, Saints World, was what it is, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for pulling up. It hurt my feelings watching Woodson at safety trying to take on Kelce in open space. Hey, man, but if anybody could do it, it's C. Wood. Shout out to C. Wood. Shout out to Woodson Whiskey, man. The official liquor of Raider Nation. Sean L., my guy. Pal Miles known to be more of a run stuffer, not a coverage on film, though, right? But the thing about it is, with Pal Miles, bro, like in college, he was good playing outside. He was good being the kind of guy that can get out in space. I can't really tell you where his strengths lie because we haven't seen enough of him yet, bro. I would be capping if I came up here and told you how good he is or he isn't in space. He did well for us in spurts last year. We got to see what it looks like in preseason. That's the reason why I'm so excited about this 49er game. I want to see us go out there and really, when these young guys are out there, I want to see them win battles. See, the one little secret I'm going to give you guys, when you watch preseason football, right? Preseason football is individual matchups within the team construct. So what they're looking for, they're trying to evaluate these players and they're trying to put them in certain positions. So the outcome of the game isn't as important of the result of the matchups that they're looking at and the players that they're evaluating. That is more so how teams are viewing it. So when you're watching these games, right, whether we win, lose, draw, or tie, right, take players that you want to see and see how they do and watch them. So like the Zamir Whites of the world, the Paul Miles of the world, you know what I'm saying, the Jacorian Bennett's of the world, the Chris Smith Jr.'s of the world. Whenever they get in, watch them. Just watch them. Because that is the way that you can kind of surmise what you think of these guys and what you think of this defense. Now, this defense, man, what I'm hearing, man, everybody in the media is talking about how bad, people are playing on the offense. Maybe we got a hell of a defense. My guy, Space Beast, with the first super chat of the day, keeping the lights on the Raider Nation Unlimited. Wasted. The wifey loved your McLovin shirt. Appreciate that, Space Beast. Yo, hey, man, McLovin is a goat out here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. You know me, man, with the trendy the trendy coffee mugs and T-shirts. My God, I'm just excited for this season. We need to have playmakers at every level of defense. And Darnell Sanders, I think that we've done that. We've done it. We've gone out there. We've added what we've been looking for, man. Now we got to see it all come together. I love that Max Crosby has galvanized this team. You know, Max Crosby is stepping up and becoming the alpha dog of this team. And you know what, man? That's what we need. We needed a defensive presence like a Max Crosby in there, becoming the alpha dog of this team. I love it. I love it because he's setting a new standard. I'm glad that he's pissed off of them, you know, kind of being looked at as the weak link. I love that shit, man. I love it. Oh, damn. It's a tornado watch today. Whew. My guy Fitzy. Bold take. Wilson, Young, Smith, and Bennett all starting by the end of the season. Bro, that's my expectation, bro. That's not so bold, Fitzy. That was my expectation all along, bro. Guys, we got almost 200 in the room. Get wasted with your brother wasted, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a effing friend. Pull on up over here, Raider Nation Unlimited, man. Cost you nothing. Oh, my God, Graph is in a place to be. Graph, what it is, man. What it is, man. But yeah, man, listen. So now our defensive secondary right now is on a trajectory to be one of the strengths of the team. And a lot of people don't understand, man, what this means having Nate Hobbs up there. Nate Hobbs effectively kills your underneath passing game. Having Nate Hobbs in the slot. There's another situation as well, man, that we got to look into. Marcus Peters, man, maybe Marcus Peters is healthier than we thought. Maybe he is healthier than we thought, and that is making me happy, bro, because I was really, really, really down on that move because of how hurt he's been, man. Paul, what's up, Paul? It's nearly midnight here. Oh, man, Paul. Man, from way across the pond. My guy, yo, we got people watching us from England, bro. Australia, everywhere. It's crazy. My guy, Ruben Russ, hot take. Bryce Cosby makes this roster. Played great in preseason last year, and Hobbs was giving him his flowers, respectfully improved his special teams. Now, this is the reason why I don't think that's such a jump, because Bryce Cosby fits an archetype that we don't really have on this team. Bryce Cosby is a bigger, more physical corner. You know, we have a lot of little guys. We got a lot of little shifty guys. But that big physical corner, man, is something that we might need, man. Especially when you have a six defensive back formation, which, you know, Patrick Graham likes to use. Because you got to realize, man, a slot player is a player that lines up in between the offensive tackle and you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, between the defensive tackle. My bad, I'm stuttering, guys. But oh my God, the hell's wrong with me? But yo, look, man, you got to understand this is a guy that lines up in between, you know, the outside corner and underneath the safety, man. So you're gonna need that physicality. They're lining up essentially where a linebacker should. So you're going to need that physicality, man. So Bryce Cosby's a guy I can definitely see making his roster. He's a bigger guy. He's not that tall, but he's a bigger, thicker corner, man. He's not like one of these tiny guys, man, like Duke Shelley. My guy. Just pray for the remainder of camp to be healthy without injuries. Best capability is availability. That's a fact, bro. My guy, Party Artie, South Jersey, Raider Ray here. Oh, Party Artie, what it is. Jersey's in the house. Yo, listen, who's ever from the Beast Coast, y'all got to let me know, man, because I'm trying to organize something. I'm trying to galvanize the Raider Nation here on the East, man. I'm trying to galvanize this thing here. We trying to bring this whole nation together, man. We over here at Shieldmore, we all about bringing the nation together, man. Anybody that's from the Beast Coast that's in the chat all the time, yo, every time you say something, I want you to put Beast Coast up, hashtag Beast Coast up, man. So y'all can let me know, man, because we're going to be throwing some events out here, man, Hammer and I. Ohio Fitzy, what it is, bro. We going to be doing some things, bro. So y'all got to let me know, man. Bernard Brooks, wasted. Raider Nation, let's go. I predict this season is 10-7. Yo, bro, I predict the same thing, Bernard Brooks. We on the same sheet of music, my brother. The same sheet of music. Dirty Eric. Yo, Asbury Park, Virginia. Raider Nation is worldwide. That's what I'm talking about. My dog, Frank Jarmilio, the GOAT. Wasted. Do you think Josh Jacobs is going to Chiefs of the Donkeys? If it happens, it's going to feel like Mac thing all over again. Bro, nah, man. Bro, the Raiders, and we kind of touched on this yesterday. Graf and I had a show yesterday. We touched on this yesterday, man. It does the Raiders no good to let Josh Jacobs walk and rescind the tag. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't know what's gonna happen after this year, because most likely this is Josh Jacobs' last year in silver and black, or maybe they might go across the dance floor and franchise him again if he comes back and has the same kind of year he had last year, which I don't see happening. I don't see him getting opportunities to have as many touches as he had last year. I think they're gonna make a concerted effort to give the ball to these young boys, to move on and turn the page from having this one dominant running back. I really believe, Josh McDaniels has always been a running back by committee guy, because I guess he feels like, hey, man, if I can get 600 yards from this guy, I can get 500 from this guy, I can get 600 or 700 from this guy, and they can all fill different archetypes and roles. I can keep these guys fresh. I can keep rolling them out there. It gives my offense a different look. And then if you look at the Earnhardt Perkins offense, he likes versatile backs. So, you know what I mean? Because you can run different looks in the same formation in that offense. So when you have a versatile back, or you have a running back by committee, you can kind of ride the hot hand from week to week. My guy, Clem Bino, with the $5 holla. Appreciate you. What it is, Wasted. Love your show. Just win, baby. That's what the hell I'm talking about, man. I appreciate you for pulling up, my dog. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the $5 super, man. You are keeping the lights on here, bro. Look, I got to read how many people are in a place to be from the Beast Coast, man. And shout out to my guy, Frank Jarmilli. That's an excellent question, my dog. Dirty Eric. Yo, it's my dog, man. Asbury. Oh, Virginia here. Lisa Dell, West Coast is the best coast. All right, whatever. Ohio, Chanceworthy, my dog, is in the place, man. Hug D's, Beast Coast, throw them doves like West. Come on, stop banging on us in here, all you West Side jokers, man. Come on, bro. Upstate New York, Raiders Pimp, my guy, Beast Coasting. Dan Raider, North Carolina, North Shakalaka, man. I got a lot of ties down in North Carolina, man. Edgar V, cut it out. Cut it out, man. Where you from? Wisconsin, mother? Yo, classic man Q. Your man, Thick Frame Farrell, better hurry up and get back on the field. Nesta been getting burned with the onesie. Looks good. Hey, man, look, I'm all about production, bro. Like, if bro not out there and he's not producing, then off with his head, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a Neil Farrell fan, bro. Y'all know that. Thick Frame Nation in the place to be. But he got to get out there and produce, bro. Nobody can sit around and wait for him to produce, man, if Nesta's out there emerging. You feel me? Yo, dude had a whole offseason last year and the season this year, bro. Off season this year. He better emerge very, very soon. Travis Spalding. There's a Hamptons Road Raider Club in VA that meets every game day in Hampton, VA. Guy Fieri owns a restaurant out there. Lets them use it at time. Oh, that's dope. Yo, hey, Travis, send me the information. We gonna tap in with them, bro. We definitely tapping in with them. It will be a sad day if Amik doesn't make this squad. Love the dog he shows in the field. Charles Washington, bro, we got to make sure. I like Amik. I hope he makes it. I wish him the best. But I think what we do is we get these guys and we go back to 2 games and a handful of plays, and then we canonize them in Raider Nation, because we haven't had that kind of play consistently since C. Wood left, Don't do that with Amik. If Amik gets beat out and they move on and they bring somebody who fits this situation a little better, then that is what we're going to roll with. I'm like, bro, I'm with whoever makes the team as long as they are in the plus column instead of the negative column. I'll be real with you. I'm not nostalgic anymore like that with players, bro. I just want us to freaking win, man. My guy, motherfucker Jones Jr. Yo, do you think we make a trade before the season starts? If so, what position do we trade for? No, I don't. I don't, because the problem is that money, that $10 million that Josh Jacobs tag is taken for, that's already spoken for right now. So I don't see us making a trade. The only way I see us making a trade is if we have a catastrophic injury and somebody goes down. I think that they made their roster. They like what they have. And I don't really see an area for them to make a trade. I don't. Like, for what? Like, what are we doing? Are we getting a linebacker? Maybe a linebacker, but who? There hasn't been a lot of coherent linebacker play across the National Football League in general, right? And two of the guys that were on the scrap heap that I wanted to see them sign was signed by the Eagles. So it's just getting to the point, man, where, I think the Raiders are pretty happy with what they have in their building, unless they have an injury. Does Roderick Teamer make the team? Gerardo Escobar? I think he does because they look at him as a special teamer first. It's the same way with Brandon Bolden. Like, they're looking at these guys as special teamers. And special teams is a part of a football team that a lot of people forget about. They act like they don't need guys that specialize in that in that realm, and you do. Yo, West Coast, but y'all tweaking, bro. Tweaking, man. My guy Keith, what it is, my brother. You were right when you said trust the process. I'm starting to see what Ziegler is doing. He brought in Spillane to keep the linebackers straight. Now he brought in Peterson for the secondary. Yeah, Keith. I mean, look, man, I appreciate you, saying that. I hope I am right, bro. But when you look at what's going on, you have a defense that is challenging the offense. See, when we talk about offensive personnel, like, we knew that this was going to be a dynamic offense if we could just have a guy that can play some halfway coherent quarterback. I mean, you got playmakers all up and down the offensive side of the football. And last year, we were concerned about how the offensive line will hold up, and it held up famously last year. It really did. The offensive line was not the problem last year. So now we have a quarterback who knows how to get rid of the ball fast. And also, beyond that, we have a quarterback that understands this offense and the concept of what Josh McDaniels is trying to do. He's played and he kind of grew up in his offense. So, man, that's a big thing. I'm also happy to hear how Aiden O'Connell is doing. I'm hearing a lot of great things about Aiden O'Connell, man. A lot of great things, man. I'm glad that he's being raised in his offense. And another reason why it's good is because if you come into the National Football League and you played somewhere a long time, I don't think people see football the same way Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick do. I think it takes some getting used to when you are a veteran player playing under this system. But if you come into the league and this is all you've ever known, it'll be a lot easier for you to digest that. Classic man Q. I think Amik should try to transition to safety. I think he'd be one of the best if he made that move. He's too small to play safety, bro. Because you got to understand, like, putting Amik Robertson at safety means sometimes he'd have to play in a box. I don't know. And then I don't want my corner being like 5'8", being the last line of defense. I really don't want that. I can get spooky for you if you have a tight end that gets behind the defense. To me, I wouldn't want to see that at all. Hard Conversations. Raider Nation is worldwide. Every coast is ours, and that's a fact. Hard Conversations. Shout out to you, man. This guy over here banging on us and shit, man. I just want smart, instinctual, defensive ballers. I give 0 Fs. What names on the back of the jersey? Yo, Hug, that is where I'm at. That's the same sheet of music I'm on, my bro. Remember people were hollering for Keelan Doss? People was big mad when he didn't make the squad. Yeah, Calvin, and that's the thing. You can't get nostalgic with these guys, bro. Like, I think our Keelan Doss is Adam Plant Jr. That's a guy that we all want to see make it. He's a local kid. He just kind of fits the bill. I want to see Adam Plant Jr. make it, but if he doesn't, I understand too. You know what I'm saying? I think the only reason we make a trade is to keep JJ out of Kansas City. And then, bro, we don't have, like, you guys understand something. We have Josh Jacobs' bird rights. He can't decide to go anywhere. Either he plays for the Raiders or he doesn't play for anybody. That's the long and the short of it. And you got to understand, when you trade somebody on a first-round tender, the compensation is 2 first-round picks. I don't think anybody is going to to muster that up. Now, I don't know whether if they work the deal a different way, whether it might come out a little differently, right? So say for instance they did like that Saquon Barkley kind of thing, right? Would the trade compensation be the same? That's something that I'll have to look into because this is something that's really unprecedented. You know what I'm saying? But you know, trade compensation for a first round tender. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen, man. So, all right. So a first round tender means you have to give up a first round pick to get that guy to trade for him. So and you know I said that previously, man. So I don't know. I can't really find the information I'm looking for. I'm gonna look into it when I get off of the air. I don't know if them doing a 1-year deal would be something to where if the franchise tag would kind of still be tied into that. You know, is that just a 1-year deal? And it's not a franchise tag, so they can move the guy, or is it still have the franchise tag tied to it, man? That's one thing I really don't know. Like, you know, I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you guys. I gotta figure that out, man. Wait, let me get up on that, man. Hold up. The Raiders will never rescind that tag. Believe that's a fact. It doesn't make any sense, man. See, you guys got to understand something, man. I want to get into this, and we talked about this yesterday, man. Mike Florio is a guy that gets paid to craft narratives. He's a guy to get paid to craft narratives. Mike Florio never, ever crafts a positive narrative towards the Raiders. He never does. And I don't want to make this about some guy who's a talking head in the media, right? But let's be for real here. Mike Florio has always shit on the Raiders. Always. And this whole narrative that they're going to rescind the tag, it doesn't make any sense for the Raiders to rescind the tag. It doesn't. It doesn't. Why would that? Why would you just allow a guy, if they allow a guy out that's this good to walk out the door without getting any real conversation with him, bro, then I don't know what to tell you. Then I'm gonna be on the first thing smoking, roasting this fucking organization. That doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense, man. Yo, hold up, hug these. 30th in turnovers last year. Need ball punching, ball hawking monsters this year. That's just embarrassing, bro. Bro, you wilding right now, Hug. Hug, you are wilding, bro. Sky is tweaking, bro. Get it together, Hug. Pause. Whew. JM, no matter what, Raider Nation always rolling deep. Win, lose till it's Halloween every Sunday. Raider Nation. Yo, shout out to you, bro. Another take I want to know. Do you see another superstar to raise from the roster like Max? Or are we still searching for one? Yeah, I see a couple, bro. I see Chris Smith Jr. being a superstar in this league. I do. I got a lot of faith. I see Jacorian Bennett, being a Pro Bowl level player. And Tyree Wilson has so many tools if he could just get on the damn field. I do, man. I think Tyree Wilson is going to be a guy if he can be healthy and somebody can show him to commit pass rush moves to memory. That guy is just a genetic freak. That guy rolls out of bed and gets 7 sacks if he's healthy. That's what I'm talking about, Raider, man. So the only way he goes anywhere if the tag is removed and becomes a free agent. So that's not going to happen. The Raiders would be an abject failure to the Raiders for them to remove that tag, man. They need to keep his bird rights. They need to make him come in the building and play at this point. It is what it is, man. Hold on. Did I miss a super, man? Hold on. Oh, my God. Old school 1961. Appreciate you, bro. We'll improve on defense if our tackling improves. Players tackle too high. By the way, shout out to the GOAT, Swervin Mervin Fernandez, man. Golly, man. Mervin was my guy, man. Mervin was my dog. What up, Wasted? I see you. Oh, nah, man. I ain't drinking nothing, bro. I'm drinking coffee, brother. Coffee and water, my dog. That's what we doing in here, man. But yo, old school. You absolutely right, bro. Now, see, the thing about, I think, defense in the National Football League, right, is I think people are forgetting about the fundamentals, man. That is why Nate Hobbs being in the slot is great, because he is a great and excellent tackler as a defensive back. Most defensive back are shitty tacklers. Not Nate. Nate is a guy that is physical and stout at the line of scrimmage, man. I'm telling you, man. Look, man, this defense, you can see this defense was worse for wear when he wasn't in it. Salute Sultan Mir in the place to be. What it is, Mir. What it is, man. Ryan Robinson, any news? No. See, bro, you gotta understand. Michael Mayer not being in camp yesterday, bro, him tweaking something, bro, I don't think it's anything huge, bro. If it was, we have heard already. No one carted him off the field. You know, we've been poking around behind the scenes to see if there's anything to that, man. I just think that yesterday was just a day yesterday. Everybody wasn't practicing. He probably needed a little rest. He'll be fine. You know what I mean? He'll be fine. My guy, Raider Creed, this is the first year I can confidently say we will be a middle of the pack defense, which is good enough. And do we go anywhere, bro? If we in middle of the pack, man, we in the playoffs. Like, and that's the thing, man. Yo, like Michael Jordan said, he said the ceiling is the roof, which he meant is the ceiling is the floor, right? The ceiling is the floor, bro. Like, to me, our floor is being in the middle of the road defense from the 30s. Like, man, I see this defense really doing well as these guys mature and play in the system, man. Real card. Chris Smith is taking Morris' spot by week 8. That's a distinct possibility. Wasted. You got to try some authentic, real Mexican Haracha. I'm telling you. Bro, I got high blood pressure, bro. You gonna have me in here tweaking, my guy. I'll try it, though. I'll definitely try it, man. My guy, Travis Spaulding. I think JJ will sign a tag, but if he doesn't, we need to worry because I think Casey and Devin, bro, Travis Spaulding, you got to understand something, man. Sometimes you gotta play offense by playing defense. They understand, like, nobody is gonna let this guy get out on the open market and have him come and run all over the Raiders. If they do, they're a bunch of morons. They really are. They are a bunch of freaking idiots if they allow this guy to leave. I don't like the Josh Jacobs thing is a dead issue to me. Either he signs or he doesn't play. And he's not going to sit there and turn down $10 million guaranteed. He's not, bro. This is a year of his career, bro. His career is only so long, and it can do nothing but hurt him. This does not benefit him by not playing. Because then they're going to say he had a shit year, right? They always use whatever metric they can against you when they're negotiating with you. You know, people forget about this is business, bro. Like, bro, and this is nobody wins when the family feuds, man. You know, Jacobs has got to be driven by his personal gain of cash, bro. And also his career, right? And if he chooses to prolong this fight in the regular season, man, it's going to come at a significant expense to him financially, physically, mentally. I mean, everything, bro. This is not a good thing, bro. I think what he's trying to do is the security he's looking for in a long-term deal is security against injury, right? So by him not being in camp and not playing as much, that's his security. That's his security by staying at home, man. And, you know, he can't be penalized, so he's taking full advantage. And on the other hand, the Raiders find themselves without an exceptional running back. You know, and that itself becomes a burden, man. Guys, you know, I'm feeling an article coming on, man. I'm writing an article when I get off the air, man. The hell with this, man. But, you know, look, man, it would appear that, like, the ideal resolution for the Raiders is for him to come in and sign this thing, man. Now, people are talking about, oh, man, well, if you revoke the tag, that frees up the cap space. But to get what? To get who? There's nobody out here that's going to move the needle that we're going to sign with that $10 million, man. Tupac, what up? Does Amik make it this year, bro? I can't tell you that I know. Bro, I'll start making my predictions as far as who's going to make it and who's not after I watch just some preseason. I got to watch some because we're just pontificating on some bullshit at this point. We're just going off of what we're hearing from the beat writers. And if you heard what Vic Tafur did, you got a lot of these guys who are just writing erroneous things that don't really matter and aren't real. Vic Tafur got caught out there with his hand in the cookie jar. Shout out to Vic Tafur, but he was saying that Illuminor was being played at guard and all of this stuff, and Illuminor came in his tweet and said that's cap. From the horse's mouth, he says cappuccino. Shout out to Graf. Graf gonna be interviewing Jermaine Illuminor out in Vegas this weekend, so that's gonna be dope. Graf and Raider Cody, man. Shout out to Butters and Graf. You know what I'm saying? They gonna have it up in here cooking. You know what I'm saying? You know how Shieldmore do. At the end of the season, the only big needs are going to be linebacker and QB for us. No more bad defense in a cycle of some good players in free agency for our D line and then get our QB in the first round praying. That was kind of fucked up, but I'm going to read it right. At the end of the season, the only big needs are going to be linebacker and quarterback for us. No more bad defense, and we cycle in some good players in free agency for the D and O-line, then get our QB in the first round. I'm praying. And yo, dog, that's the ideal scenario right there. Like, that's the thing about having bad drafts, right? When you have bad drafts, it is really, really hard to recover from that. Because now every single year, instead of you having to make a couple of small adjustments, you have to tear down the house and start from the foundation up every year. That's the problem with that. And then when you have to go out and try to big game hunt and bring in big time free agencies, with big time free agents comes big money. And then you can't hold on to the guys that you draft that are okay. Because it's not always about having superstar players, bro. It's about having good players up and down the roster who are acclimated to the system and that are going to be available to play. My guy, Omni Snow, yo, Wasted, thank you for always providing intellectual, rational thoughts for the nation. Who do you think will be a possible sleeper MVP on this defense and the offense? I mean, I don't really know if this guy is really considered a sleeper at this point, but to be real, I'm hearing a lot of positive things about Chandler Jones, man. Chandler Jones can make this year his magnum opus. This can be the year that can kind of define and catapult Chandler Jones into the Hall of Fame. I mean, Chandler Jones, if people don't realize, Chandler Jones is really on a Hall of Fame trajectory, man. He's on a Hall of Fame trajectory, man. A lot of people don't realize that, but he is, man. He is one of the best pass rushers in the history of the league, and I think he can kind of put the cherry on top of his career if he can come in here and win and help lead this defense along with Max Crosby. And when you talk about, on the offensive side of the football, man, I think, and I was down on this guy, and I'm going to be the first to say that. I think Hunter Renfrow has a hell of a year this year. I really, really do. And the reason why is because Hunter Renfrow is going to be in a situation where he's not going to get doubled, and he can do so much work in space. He can do so much work underneath, man. I think Hunter Renfrow is going to have an excellent year, man. Wasted. Do Renfrow get over 80 catches this year? Yeah, I think he can. I think this year we're going to have we're going to have 3 receivers that are north of 800 yards receiving. I think Tay going to get his. I think Jacoby Myers going to be around like 800-something yards. And I think Hunter Renfrow, man, the sky's the limit for Hunter Renfrow. I think Hunter Renfrow is going to be going too early and often. Because Jimmy Garoppolo kind of makes his living in the middle of the field, and Hunter Renfrow does as well. At the end of the season, the only big needs are going to be linebacker. Yeah, I read this one. I got it, bro. I got it, man. $10 million tax-free state. Top says running back payout. Yeah, bro. And that's the thing, bro. Like, the market is the market is the market. Like, it's like, all right, like this Gatorade bottle. This bottle was $2 for $4, right? It's $2 for $4. I can't sell you this Gatorade if it was full because I feel like it's not fair that it was $2 for $4. I can't sell this to you for $10 or $11. It's worth $2 or $2.89. It's worth $2. I can't sell it to you for $20 just because I feel like it's not fair or it's cold as hell and it did a good job quenching my thirst. The market is the market is the market. And I've had to detach my emotions from the way they're treating these running backs. It is like this across the board. It's boilerplate. That is what it is. Those are the rules. Them the rules. We didn't make them. The league is making them. And you got the owners. See, you got a bunch of billionaires that will spend Billionaires are really unique people, bro. Because a lot of times it's about the principle. Because they got to show in the organization that they ain't no punk and that they're in charge. They'll spend more money. You can want another $1 million, right? They will spend $5 million to not give you what you want. Because it ain't about you getting the money. It's about how you got it and them acquiescing to you. They'll spend $5 million not to bow down to you. I believe these guys in the National Football League, they are all on the same sheet of music. That's why they have owners' meetings. 808. I think Jacobs, but see, this is the thing. Josh Jacobs a grown man, bro. The agent works for him. The agent works for him, bro. So I don't blame any agent, bro. It's his career, bro. It's his career. The minute he pulls the plug, it's his career. Just come like he is the one that is steering this ship. I'm sure that agent is telling him, yo, man, I need my commission. Take the money. Yeah, y'all getting into Josh talk. I got into this. Wait, hold up. Stop. What the hell is going on here, man? Did I scroll up too far? Oh, my God. My sleep on offense people aren't talking about is Jakobi Meyers. I really think people are overlooking how good that pick was. He's going to eat with Adams on the other side. Yeah. Now, see, the thing is, I don't even think that's a sleeper, bro. Like, that was pretty much our biggest free agent acquisition. Like, he is I would be disappointed if Jakobi Meyers didn't have a big season next to Devontae Adams playing in a system that he grew up in. Jakobi Meyers, I'm expecting him to be one of the guys who straw the drink around here. That's why he got paid the big money. So Jakobi Meyers isn't really a sleeper to me, right? Because you know that as far as touches go, if Josh is on his roster and Josh comes in early enough, the touches are going to go Tay and Josh and then Jakobi. Targets, this is going to be Devontae and Jakobi. So I expect for him with all of those opportunities to make plays to do something with it, man. Billionaires will bankrupt a good company just for a tax write-off. And that's a fact. Rated Nomad, that is a fact. That's a fact, bro. They listen, man, they don't look at, I can't speak for all of them, but they don't look at these players as people. They're just a commodity, bro. And they don't care. And that's the thing. They will do anything they can. Anything they can. My dog, Ernest Wiley, Jersey in the building, man. Trey Tucker. It's right, man. Love it, man. Trey Tucker's definitely a sleeper, bro. Yo, did y'all hear what Randy Moss said about Trey Tucker? He said that he's the best wide receiver prospect in the last 15 years. I don't know if that was a real quote. I saw it on Twitter. He was really high on Trey Tucker, man. Really high, man. Did anybody see that, or am I tripping? If you think Jacob does sit out, he'll turn out like Le'Veon Bell. It's possible. I mean, he don't have the same mentality as Le'Veon Bell. He's a worker. But it's not good to sit out, man, especially at the height of your powers, man. It just isn't, man. He's a sleeper to me in the sense that he's being slept on. Now, that's a fact. I mean, Omni Snow, I'm going to be real with you, though. Like, he was a big free agent, pickup, really. And a lot of people wanted him. So I don't think people are sleeping. I think people fully expect for Jakobi Meyers to eat. I think people would be shocked if he doesn't. Charles Washington, can Jimmy G read defense? Now, come on, Charles. You smarter than that, bro. Yo, you got to realize something. When you talk about Jimmy G reading defenses, bro, it's a guy who's led a team to a Super Bowl. Why would he not be able to read defenses, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is a guy who's been in the National Football League for a long time, bro. For a long time, bro. Like, Jimmy Garoppolo is no scrub. He is no scrub. You guys got to realize this, man. This man has been in this league making plays, brother. Making plays. He's not some bum backup. My dog, Jason Miller, with the $50 holler. Oh, my God. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, bro. Keeping the lights on at Raider Nation Unlimited in a real way. Thank you, my brother. Thanks for doing what you do. Love listening to you and the crew since day one. Keep it up. Jason Miller, man. Yo, keeping the lights on at Raider Nation Unlimited for real. We're going to leave this one up, man. Appreciate you, dog. You know, Dave Zahn said Jimmy's still getting acclimated. You got to realize something. This offense, Jimmy knows his offense, bro. He's getting acclimated to the players, right? He's getting acclimated to playing again. Jimmy Garoppolo's been hurt. He's getting his timing back under his body. It's more so that I don't think from the mental side of the coin, that's the issue with Jimmy Garoppolo, if there is any issue. It's not from the mental side of the coin. And then the thing is, you got to look at when you hear about him throwing interceptions in practice, he's testing stuff out. He's seeing things. You know what I mean? He's doing it now so he doesn't make those mistakes in the game. You understand what I'm saying? So I would prefer he did it now. My guy T. Severe, Mark Davis is your average billionaire owner. Al Davis had his apprehensions about Mark Davis running the football operation because how close he was to the players. Look, it's the thing about Mark, right? And when I talk about billionaires, I'm not really talking about Mark. I'm talking about the other owners. Mark Davis is a billionaire asset-wise on paper, right? I don't know how much he got in his account. I don't want to count that man money, right? But Mark Davis is in the business of football. It's not like, Stan Kroenke, where he's a real estate guy and he's married to Sam Walton's daughter from Walmart, or it's like Sam Walton's son that owns the Denver Broncos, where these guys are multi-billionaires and they own football teams like a hobby. A lot of these people own these teams like a hobby. Now, you have some families in the National Football League, like the Maras in New York with the New York Giants. They're the original team. They own the Giants. Wellington Mara, son, John Mara, and then Wellington Mara was the youngest owner in the history of the National Football League. He was a kid, and his father bought the team for him. And, it was a long time. But these are the blue bloods of the National Football League. Before there was an AFL, any of that. And so the Packers, the Bears, the Giants, those teams, the Browns, those kind of teams are the blue bloods of the NFL. The Steelers are one of the, the Steelers used to be in the NFC back in the day. That was a lot of people don't realize that, but they got moved, right? So they are the blue bloods of the National Football League, right? So it's different, right? Now, when you talk about some of these other owners who are tech billionaires, or these guys don't own these teams. They own these teams like an investment. It's an investment to them. It's a lot different than the way we view it. So they'll go and play these little semantical games just to win, because that's what they do. Now, Mark Davis is a guy who happens to love the Raiders. This is why I love Mark Davis. This is why I want him to stay and keep the owner, be an owner of our team. He loves this team. He loves this team is his identity. This is his old man's team. He loves the players. He loves the fan base. He loves the Raiders. And I hate how people try to dog Mark Davis out, because you couldn't ask for a better owner. He's willing to spend the money. He doesn't overstep. He doesn't do things that he doesn't know how to do, like Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, imagine having this billionaire that's going to throw his wallet on the table, but he doesn't know how to get out of the damn way. Mark is smart enough to get out of the way. He's smart enough to allow things to play out, and to a point where he'll say, hey, man, this ain't working out. You got to go. This is bad for the business end of things. Mark Davis is a hell of a businessman. He's done something. The one thing I can say about Mark did something his dad was never able to do. He made the Raiders profitable again. He moved the Raiders. He got us a new stadium. So in the business end of things, Mark has outmaneuvered a bunch of people who has a lot more money than him, and I give him credit. People in our fan base that have been fans for a long time have an idea of what an owner is supposed to do, because we had Al. And Al was always the smartest guy in the room. He was smarter than his coaches. He was smarter than the staff, and he was smarter. He was the smartest guy in the room. He was the smartest football man damn near that's ever lived. He's one of them. So if you're expecting that from him, don't, because he's more of a Robert Kraft kind of owner. Robert Kraft doesn't know the X's and O's or the Jimmys and Joes. Robert Kraft knows enough to hire the right people and get out of the way and hold people accountable. That's all I want from my owner. I want a traditional structure. That's what the Raiders have been missing for a long time, yo. I don't want a coach who is a coach and de facto GM. I don't want an owner who's the owner slash GM slash head coach. I don't want that. I just want an owner to own. I want a president to president. I want a freaking GM to GM. I want a coach to coach, and I want a player to play. That's what I want. And that's how you win. Yeah, see, you know what? I'm not a big hockey fan. I support the Devils because they play in Newark. Support the Devils because they play in Newark, and they got a dope-ass logo. You know, I remember the days of Scott Stevens and Ken Danico, you know what I mean, and Martin Brodeur. But I'm not a huge hockey fan. But if I were to support a hockey team, it would be the Devils. Wasted. If you had one more player to add on the defense, what player would it be? Thank you from the nation. Appreciate you, Ferris Johnson. Bro, look, man, there's a lot of guys I would love to add, man. But it all depends on what happens with this Tyree Wilson experiment. I wanted it to be a linebacker, right? I wanted it to be, you know, like Cunningham or like Kyle Van Noy or somebody like that. But right now, if Tyree Wilson isn't ready to roll, I'd take a flyer on a Jadeveon Clowney on the cheap. Because what I want is I want that dual pressure on the quarterback. And I want somebody that can set the edge, and I want Chandler Jones to be able to be that third pass rusher from the linebacker position. Travis Spaulding. Mark Davis went through some growing pains as an owner, but I think he's finally coming into his own. Now, I really do, man. I do too, man. What up, Wasted? Caught the show late. Watching from behind, trying to catch up. Pause if necessary. Whoa! Whoa, you wildin'. You wildin'. I appreciate you, my dog. Bruce Irvin. Bruce is old, man. I'm cool on Bruce, man. It'd be impossible to do. But if he loves the Raider fans, give us 50% off the ticket sales and charge opposing fans double. You can't do that, bro. How do you differentiate who's who and what's what? The guy's got to make money, bro. I understand. You got to understand the assignment. It's got a valuable stadium. He's got to pay for it, right? There's a lot at stake for Mark Davis. He's trying to build. See, I don't mind paying the money for the tickets, bro, because that'll help the team stay solvent and consistent in the free agent market. There were years that you guys don't realize when the Raiders couldn't even make the payroll until the TV money came in. There were years where the Raiders weren't even, they couldn't even consider going and making a run in free agency. They couldn't even consider it. That's not the case anymore, and I love it. So, look, man, if the ticket prices are what they are, if I got to sit in the screechers at the Raiders game, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. If our youth really shows up this year and we go positive, just missing the playoffs or just making it, do you think we should trade up for a quarterback in the first? Yeah, it depends on how far, though. That's the thing. Like, bro, if it's a possibility for us to get our guy, see, the thing about trading up for a quarterback, right? There are some people that will trade up to get the consensus guy that everyone thinks they should get, right? I remember like years where, you know, like Mitchell Trubisky. I think, didn't the Bears move up to get Mitchell Trubisky? I could be wrong, right? Right? And then there are other years where, there are other years where, you know, you move up and you get a guy and then they're not really as good as you think, right? The thing is that if we're going to move up and take a quarterback, I just want it to be our guy. It doesn't have to be Caleb Williams if Caleb Williams isn't their guy. But I want it to be more of the mold when the Chiefs moved up and got Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes was not the number one quarterback on a lot of people's boards. He wasn't. I mean, for God's sakes, Mitchell Trubisky went ahead of that man. I think Deshaun Watson went ahead of Patty Mahomes. I could be wrong, right? But the thing is this, man. They went and they got the guy that they thought fit what they were trying to do. They went and got their guy. That's all I hope for the Raiders, man. But right now, I'm not trying to look ahead. We haven't even played this season yet. I hope Jimmy Garoppolo takes us to the damn Super Bowl. For real, man. Let's say Jimmy goes down. Do you see them tanking for Caleb? No. I don't ever see this team tanking, bro. I don't see this team tanking, and I hope that they don't. But the thing about Caleb Williams, he's still got to get through his college football season. Right now, they're saying that he's the number one pick, the consensus number one pick. But I remember people saying that Spencer Rattler was going to be like, bro, it's you got to see how he does at USC. Fucking Caleb Williams can come out this year and shit the bed and can fall down draft boards. It's all subjective, right? Come on, man. It's all subjective, bro. It's all subjective, man. Brielle Mo, Drake May is a better fit. He might be, but yo, we got to let the season play out first, right? Wasted the DC. You have Peters and Bennett on the outside versus opponents. Number one wide receiver. Who are you putting them on? It all depends on who that number one wide receiver is. Is that number one wide receiver Tyreek Hill? If it's Tyreek Hill, I'm putting Ja'Cory and Bennett on him, right? Is that number one receiver Keenan Allen? I'm gonna put Peters on him. It all depends on the style of play, right? Because I don't think Peters at this point in his career can stay step for step with Tyreek Hill. But he's physical enough to challenge a Keenan Allen type of wide receiver. Is it DeAndre Hopkins? You know, I probably will put the old vet on him and see how we do. Little blanket coverage and stuff, put a bracket over him. But it all depends. It's a week-by-week league. Do you see any midseason trades going down? I can't make a prediction because I don't know how. See, trades are all subjective. Trades are whether or not where it depends on where we are in the season. You know, are we making a run for the playoffs? Did we have a major injury or a catastrophic injury, right? And the teams that are putting people in the trade market, how bad they're doing? Are they trying to shake cap? What's the salary cap ramifications for said team? There are too many moving parts in midseason trades. That's why not a lot of them happen. So I would be like, bro, I know y'all want to see me pull something out of my hat and just give you a name, but I can't do that. Los, yo, what's up, Wasted? Are you doing any games this season? Yeah, definitely. We're doing a home opener this season, and I'm going to get out to probably two more. I wanted to get out this weekend, but I just can't. I can't. It's my weekend. I'm scheduled to work this weekend. It's crazy. This is my one weekend to work. And every 6 months, I have one weekend I have to work. And this is the weekend I have to work, which sucks. And I tried to get rid of it and try to swap with coworkers. I couldn't swap, man. Because I kind of forgot about this whole thing. I wanted to get out there with graphing them. It ain't like it's going to happen. And then plus, my wife's going away this weekend. So I'm going to be home with my girls after that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. But I'm definitely going to get out to week 3 game number against the Steelers. I'm gonna be out in the place to be. Hey, listen, don't listen to Ja'Cory and Bennett. Ja'Cory and Bennett definitely has speed. Anyway, I understand something like that won't work, but having opposing teams run our stadium is disgusting. Easy answer, just win, baby. 808 Radio. Yeah, I get it, man. But the onus is on the organization to stop that. It's not really on, Mark Davis lowering the ticket prices. The reason why opposing teams are running our stadium are two things, right? If you have a really good team, right, people want to go and support a team, right? Like sick puppies like me, I've traveled all around the country seeing the Raiders, right? When I knew they were going to get smoked. Some bad teams, right? But if you got a good team like the Chiefs or something like that, that's once in the Super Bowl picture, they'll go all over the country for those good destinations, right? Just by virtue of the fact because they believe in their heart, like we gonna go, me and wifey gonna have a good time in Vegas. We gonna get that dub. That's how they feel, right? When we get back in a situation where our fan base expects for us to win, it's gonna be different there. People don't want to spend money if they think the team is gonna lose, man. And that's the long and the short of it. The onus is on Josh McDaniels and David Ziegler to turn this thing around. Mark Davis is giving them everything that they need. Turn it around and put a winner out on the field, and you will watch the way the nation responds. Because look at the way we respond for teams that are bad. We're times we knew we weren't going to win, and we still show up, bro. We still show up. So when we're winning, oh my God, we ain't gonna have no problem getting that home field advantage back. Trust me. I know we beat the JJ thing for a while, but I saw a clip of JJ thinking about, bro, not thinking about the Chiefs. It's not up to him, bro. It's not up to him. If he don't sign the tag, I would let his ass rot before I allow him to go and pick where he wants to go. I will let him rot. If I was McDaniels and Ziegler, I would let him rot because they've already got this roster filled out with that $10 million allocated to him. So what's the purpose of me letting him walk out the door pissed off at me to kill me? No way. That's like giving somebody that's trying to hurt you the gun and the bullets. It don't make no sense, man. And that is a metaphor, too, for all you people out there in the place, man. All Day Raiders, big cheers to Wasted. Big cheers to you, my brother. Well, let me start by saying I'm on the hook already, saying we taking the division. Yeah, I said it. My conspiracy theory until we do it. Then it's my theory. All Day Raiders, man, yo. Bro, that is a stone cold lead pipe fact. That's right, we taking the division, man. Why not, man? Why not us, man? Why not the F us? I don't know how you do it, answer some of these questions, man. Come on, Isaiah. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Oh, yeah. Yo, them UNC ones, bro. Them UNC ones. I had to partake. I had to cop. Motherfucker Jones, bro. You know I'm a sneakerhead extraordinaire, bro. You know I had to cop, bro. You know I had to cop, bro. I had to, bro. Them ones, and I like the quality. I like the quality. There have been some bad quality Jordans that have come out. I like the quality of them ones, bro. Like this weekend, I had to bust out my bloodlines, man. I love those, man. A lot of people slept on them. See, people, it's funny, bro. Like, yo, the sneaker culture, and I'm gonna start doing some more content with the sneaker culture. The sneaker culture is getting whacked because people buy stuff just because everyone else tell them it's fly. Like, bro, I don't care what they saying is the lick, man. I buy what I want, bro. And like I remember with them bloodline ones, I bought them shits, bro. Yo, they was on like they was on like them, not the clearance rack, but people wasn't really messing with them. Now you go on GOAT and they like $600-700 for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, jokers are weak, man. Like, just get what you like. You know what I mean? It's certain, yo, and it don't always gotta be Jordans either, bro. It don't always gotta be Jordans. You can go back and go back and get something like the old Air Bacons, or you could go back and go get some Air Maxes or something that you really fool with. Like that's me, bro. I got many flavors, bro. Many flavors. I got the trendy stuff, and I got stuff people be like, oh, what are those? Because, yo, I come from the era, bro, where all of this stuff came out, and a lot of my kicks I still have. Like, bro, I got a pair. Yo, my mom, when my mom was selling her house, right? My mother went up in the attic and found like my old Shaqs from like 96. My mom found my Concord 11s, my old ones. The sole was coming off of them. Like, yo, I done bought the Concord 11s like 2 more times, bro. Like, I go get a pair right now, bro. Them junks are crispy. I only wore them like once. Like, bro, I got so many kicks, bro. It's becoming a problem, bro. I have to like sell some of my shit too, man. Real rap. Khalil King, my dog. I need them playoff 8s next month, bro. Who you telling, bro? So I agree from the JJ point. JJ point. You don't pay me for being a solid running back. $10 million. I get it for a running back, but JJ is not just a running back. He's one of the 3 best players. I can't be mad if the Chiefs are on the table. But, bro, Big E, you got to realize something, bro. The Raiders are not stupid, bro. They're not dumb. They're not going to let this guy just go and walk out the door for nothing, bro. Trust me. Josh Jacobs will be, if he's playing this year, he's going to be in silver and black, bro. It's my dog. The USC ones, yeah, yes, crispy, super crispy. My guy, Rated Pimps. I got more Air Max 90s than anything else. I got some extremely rare joints. That's right. Me too, bro. Me too, bro. Like, yo, see the thing about like the Jordan, like the post retirement Jordans and stuff like that, bro. I don't really like a lot of those, man. I don't really like a lot of the post retirement Jordans and stuff like that, bro. Those just are kind of weak, bro. Like the Jordan 15s remind me of them Kobe's that Kobe dropped that was on Adidas, man. They like weird looking, man. Like me, I'm not a Jordan 15 guy. I'm not really messing with them, bro. J. Rowe, my guy, I like this regime, but I often hear them saying that they want tough, smart football players. If PG had to simplify the defense, is that a knock on the previous regime? Yeah, bro, because look, bro, it definitely is. Like Paul Gunther and John Gruden are like terminology whores. You know, they think the more complex the defense and the offense, the better it is. And the thing about coaching, bro, the thing about coaching and the most important thing about coaching is to make players and to make people ingest the information that you're giving them. Like I had a conversation today with Big Mike. Shout out to my dog, Big Mike, right? Big Mike and I were talking about reading, right? And when I was a kid, I used to read a lot of comic books. And my wife, you know, being an educator for years and years and years, my wife always said, yo, that's one of the reasons why you were so smart growing up, because you read comic books and it opened your mind up to read other stuff, right? And my wife has always been under the summation that for a kid, if as long as they're reading, it doesn't matter really what they're reading, as long as they're reading, right? You know what I'm saying? So for me with defense, it's not about, you know, me and my little terminology. It's more so about, did I make you understand what I'm trying to teach you? That's what it's about, bro. And these guys here, these guys are smart guys, man. They know the game. The problem that I've always had with Josh McDaniels, and this is where I kind of was a little worried, is from the social standpoint. Does he have the social skills, and is he a leader? Can he galvanize a room of men and get them to move in the same direction? Does he have a dynamic enough personality to get men to follow him? It is not easy to get men to follow you. Right? I've always been the kind of person I can galvanize a room of men. I've always been able to do that. Even at my job now. I'm in a lead role at my job now, and I can galvanize people and to move in the same direction. I've always been able to do that. But if everyone's able to do that, then nobody's able to do that. Everybody's not special. Everyone is not a leader, bro. Everyone's not a leader, bro. Guys like Mike Tomlin are rare. People don't give Mike Tomlin his credit, man. Not to look down a dial at the Steelers, because F the Steelers, right? But Mike Tomlin is a dynamic personality, bro. Andy Reid is a leader of men. Bill Belichick is a leader of men. My thing is, that's the one thing. And see, a lot of people say that that's why they like Gruden, right? And Isaiah Randolph just said that. Shout out to Isaiah, right? The thing about Gruden is a lot of that stuff, is it real leadership, right? Because a leader wouldn't allow Antonio Brown to hijack his camp. A leader wouldn't allow your quarterback to not be held accountable because you're afraid to break him. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Oh, my dog Intel's in a place. Intel, what it is, man. That's what it's like a special operations community. A lot of alphas, but not all leaders. And that's a fact, bro. That's a fact, man. Leaders are rare, bro. You can be an alpha male and not necessarily be a leader. You can be a guy who is intrinsically motivated, right? And you can lead yourself, but you can't get others to follow you. That's the difference, bro. There's very few Ray Lewises out there, bro. There's very few Ray Lewis. There are other linebackers who are great linebackers, bro. But can you galvanize a room of men? Pause if necessary. Oh, my dog, what it is? Corey, what up, man? Hey, Corey, man, bang my line, bro. Call me, bro. I asked Saul about you, man. What's up, Corey? Yo, shout out to my dog, man, Corey Frazier from the Corrected Felon Podcast, man. This is my dog. Good brother, man. Great brother, man. Great brother, man. Real good friend of mine, man. Corey, what it is, man? Elite, what up? I love those Adidas Kobe's. I wore them on my college squad. They were light as a feather, and they looked like an Audi car. Now, see, as far as the hooping, I can't say nothing about them. Like, look, I got a pair of kicks that I thought were dope. A lot of people are wearing them now. It's funny everybody wearing them now, right? But I used to love the hoop in the Air Bacons. Yo, y'all, Google the Air Bacons, yo. I think Mitch Richmond used to rock them. The Air Bacons, bro. And Tim Hardaway used to rock them. Because they had the Miami Heat color joints. The Air Bacons, they were so, I loved the hoop in them, bro. I never twisted my ankle in them. Man, I used to get buckets in those. I love the hoop in the Air Bacons, man. My favorite basketball sneakers to date. Those in the Air, oh my God, they look like the pennies. They look like the pennies. They were black and white and they had a swoosh on them. Like the hard plastic swoosh. I forgot what they were called, man. I was talking to Graf about this, man. My dog, Corey, no doubt, my G, I'm going to call you. When I get off the air, hit me, man. Hit me. My dog, Intel. I was a team daddy, pause if necessary, in the Ranger Battalion and Special Forces Group in CAG, a leader of men. I had to convince men to charge into gunfire on a daily basis. See, that's a whole different ball of wax, man. We talking about a kid's game, bro. You talking about life and death, bro. Now, that's real leadership right there, my brother. That's real leadership, bro. Great point, Wasted. Was Lewis the best linebacker of all time? Not to think being a leader of men, but yo, I think you can't just say best linebacker of all time. It's like, okay, as far as middle linebacker, I think Ray Lewis is the greatest middle linebacker of all time. I really do. Like right now, if you talk about outside linebacker, then you talking Lawrence Taylor. You know what I'm saying? And then it all depends on, like, now they just classify these guys as edge rushers, right? But Lawrence Taylor, to me, is probably the best football player I've ever seen. So Lawrence Taylor's the best outside linebacker. Ray Lewis is the best middle linebacker to me ever. My dog, Sniper Jones, a simple salute to my brother Wasted. We'll do some work this season together, my bro. The future is bright with this team. Believe it. And that's why I love Sniper. Shout out to my dog, Sniper Jones. If y'all not following Sniper Jones on Twitter, man, going over there, man, you're making a big mistake, bro. The brother knows his shit. The thing is this, yo. Sniper Jones, bro, is very, very measured in his approach to his like. I like people who are balanced with this team, bro, that are willing to hold the team accountable, but not be so overly positive that it's just unrealistic, man. Like real football analysis, yo. J Ro, hey, I'm a Kobe fan, but you bugging, sis. Yo, J Ro, she liked them because of the way they felt playing, because Elite played college basketball. If y'all haven't heard, Elite is an athlete. She's a former athlete. She knows her shit, right? But as like playing in them, I can understand. I can understand. But to me, I remember people, my brother-in-law had them joints when he was little, man. He was getting roasted for having them Kobe's, man. Roasted, man. The Iverson questions. Yo, nice. Nice, man. Nice. All right, Corey, I see you, bro. My dog, Raider Jimmy, wasted my dog. Can't wait till Sunday to see how it look, man. Yo, see how the team look. Pause, Raider Jimmy. Yo, fellas, listen, I've been going at this damn near hour and a half, man. Hour and a half. Yo, listen, if y'all want me to get off the air, I'll get off, man. I got another 10 minutes left in me, man. If y'all want us to stay on, put a 1 in the chat, yo. My dog, Raider Jimmy, yo. J-Ro, I'm not gonna lie, Lee, you would probably break my ankle, so I'm gonna shut up. Yo, the Iverson 3s were tough. The Iverson 1s were tough, yo. The Iverson 1s were like, and I'm not a big Reebok guy. The Iverson 1s were crazy, yo. Crazy. All right, I guess we staying on, yo. Man, I want that Raiders content. And I found the Shoe Podcast. Dan Teasler, that's how we do, man. That's how we do. Look, we versatile down here at Raider Nation Unlimited. All the Shieldbush shows, we versatile. My dog, Lord Zemas, with the $20 holla, keeping the lights on. Appreciate you. Just finished listening to LL Cool J's Around the Way, and now I'm overwasted. Two of New York's most legendary lights. Yo, bro, come on, bro. I'm excited for the Raiders. We definitely making a push for the playoffs this year. Lord Zeebedis, I appreciated you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, my dog. British Nights all day, man. Has Doc's got a show going? If Doc's got a show going, I'm gonna get off of Doc's because I've been on for a long ass time, yo. Doc's rocking and rolling again. Doc's went already. I know Doc's was getting back on. If Doc's getting back on, I'm about to get off, yo. I'm about to get off, man. You know, look, you know how we do, man. We shield, boy. We don't step on each other's toes. You got to call it as Morgan Freeman, Doc's head. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely calling it as Morgan Freeman. Y'all remember when I said do the Morgan Freeman junk, yo? Yo, JT Douglas, man. My God, thank you for the $5 super, man. Much love, Wasted. Sometimes we'll talk about my college balling at Wisconsin, man, as a wideout, man. That was the Bruiser League. Yeah, yo, JT, we definitely got to chop it up, man. Definitely. Yo, my dog, Intel content. Yeah, man. You said another 10 minutes. Yeah, man. Listen, a lot can happen in 10 minutes, bro. Yo, all right. So look, man. One thing I didn't talk about, man, before I get off. The offensive line, bro. Now, this is how I'm seeing this, man. My main objective is to see Thayer Munford become a starter. And there's a few reasons why. Thayer Munford was drafted last year. He's under a rookie deal. He would be your guy going forward in the future, right? So that means for the next 3 years, we're good at right tackle. Moving Jermaine Illuminor to guard effectively takes his price tag down, and we can sign him and get him locked in. So then we'd have our right tackle locked in. We'd have our right guard locked in. We definitely have our left guard locked in because he was a reason his second year, Dylan Parham. We'll have our left tackle locked in for another year or two. And then you can go. This will be the second contract for Colton Miller. And our center, Andre James, got taken care of last year. So I'd be happy about that, man. Man, yo, Edgar Bonilla, the Barkley Air Max 93s. Yo, I have a pair of those. I have the silver and black ones. I said, wear with Raider stuff. Yo, I had them in the trunk of my work truck, my company vehicle. I was cleaning my company truck out. I put them in my shed, not in my garage, and I forgot and left them in there. Went to go get them like a month later. They were all moldy. A dumbass. They re-released them a couple of years ago, and I got a fresh pair, man. Crazy, man. Cough, cough. Lawrence Taylor. Yeah, Lawrence Taylor's the best linebacker of all time, bro. Best defensive player of all time. I don't give a damn what nobody said. It's between LT and Reggie White. It's best defensive players of all time. But LT, man, is a monster, bro. But his middle linebacker, Ray Lewis, is the greatest middle linebacker. LT was an outside backer. My guy. The John Samuel, salute to all the Raiders fans. Salute to you, brother, as well. Keep up the good work. Yo, thank you, man. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate you, man. MVD Money. Hootie-hoo! What it do, nation? I hope all is well. It is, my brother. Look, yo, it's time for me to get off the air, man. Yo, telling y'all something, man. I love all of y'all. I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate everybody who supports the channel, supports Mount Shieldboard. And what I want y'all to do is if y'all have not subscribed, man, hit that sub button, man. I'm on a race to 10K. I want to be at 10,000 before the season is over, bro. We close. Get me there, y'all. I can't do it without all of y'all. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all, man. And Elite, thank you, man. All of the compliments and stuff, man, it does not go unnoticed, man. I really, really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great, 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 great freaking night, man. And, yo, we going to be back at it with all this content. And if one of my brothers is out there rocking and rolling, y'all know.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
And after this weekend, the price is going up for Shieldmore. Believe that. Peace.